back to Andertons TV. Pete and I are looking at some of the new Sire guitars that were launched at the NAMM show in 2024. Yeah, it seems crazy, doesn't it? So we're on the NAMM stand at the beginning of the year. There were some new J-style guitars, T-style guitars, S-styles, loads of new basses as well, which I'm guessing Lee and Cece will do on their show.
Yeah,
so we've broken it into 3 different videos for the new Sire stuff, so I don't know if this is going to be the first one or whatever, but please like and subscribe so you don't miss all the other ones that come out. But yeah, we'll be covering them all off. But let's start with the J.
Should we start with the J?
It's always
good to start with the J. Sorry about that, I was just turning the aircon down on my phone, because that's what you do these days.
Oh wow, you got an app for
And
it.
I was reading that little app there, said there was a little extra note there in the terms and conditions, like and subscribe.
I've already done that.
Have you done it?
Yeah, whilst you were adjusting the air conditioning.
Was that what you did? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's now you know how I feel when I talk to you.
So yeah, J-style. Okay, now we say Sire, some people say Larry Carlton when they're talking about these guitars. The truth is it's both. So Sire is the manufacturer, and then the Larry Carlton range. Larry, epic guitar player, been on a billion different singles over the years, right back to the 70s. Anyway, so Larry Carlton endorses and co-designs the range in the same way that Marcus Miller does on the Sire basses. So J-style is new. If you're not familiar with the Sire range, they typically have a 3 series, which would denote their most simple and most affordable model in the style. There's now a 5 series, which was new at NAMM. So you're going to start to see S and T and things like that 5 series. And then if it's super deluxe, there's a 7 and then a 10 series now as well. So wow, the J series just has a 3 and a 5 series in it at the moment. Maybe we'll see 7 and 10 in the future. But do you want to start with 3, given the details?
The lower the number, or the higher the number, the more bling, the better, not the better it is, but the more you get, more details.
The higher the number, nicer pickups, nicer hardware, more bling, all that good stuff.
But base model of these are incredible value for money. I'm not going to lie, I always like the Sire. They've always done some incredible stuff. So this is, as you say, the 3 series is simpler. You get normal tuners on here. You get a sort of an S-type sort of trim system on it, but you do get maple, hard maple, and you get a rosewood. This is beautiful. This board. Look at that.
I said that straight out of the box. You probably noticed in the jam, like we were a little bit, tuning up, because all we've literally done is take these out of the box. Yeah. These aren't special samples of the good ones or anything. They're just literally
still got the plastic on.
And look at that slab of rosewood. That would be super at home on an American-made £2,000 guitar.
Well, and if you spec out custom shop stuff from Fender, for instance, you have to. This is extra to get the dark rosewood, and this is just dark. So satin finish, really lovely. They've got their edgeless. Is that a trend?
Edgeless.
The edgeless. The edgeless.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't play any U2 on these guitars because it's edgeless.
So it's just jumbo frets on here. See, personally, I don't like jumbo frets. I think they're a little bit too fat. But for you guys out there, know that you're a bit.
It's a pretty common modern.
Yeah, it's sort
fret,
of,
isn't it?
Yeah, bodywood is mahogany, so that's not something that you normally would get from these. But I like they're using mahogany.
Is it heavy or?
No,
this one isn't. We'll get to this
it's not
one
heavy
in a
at all. But if you take a brand like Hanson Guitars, for instance, they make all of their stuff out of mahogany, which is really lightweight. It's just a standard set of Jazz or J pickups. Careful to say Jazzmaster because it's not. Making it simple with a 3-way selector and a volume and a tone.
Can I see the heel joint on that?
Heel joint is it's a little bit recessed.
It is exactly the same as 7 series, right? Okay. 5 series.
And in 4 colours. So there's blue, there's a silver, there's a vintage white, which I really like, and there is a sunburst. And yeah, I mean,
I like the inlay. I like the skinny block inlay. I think that's cool looking.
I mean, they just nail it, don't they? For the money.
Give us some tones then, Mr. Pete, because Jazzmaster pickups are not. It is a single coil pickup, but it's the height of the poles are different to a Strat, sort of a normal Strat style pickup, so it is marginally different kind of sound. But let's have a little. You normally associate Jazzmaster with a very jangly sound, but I think that's often to do with the proper Fender Jazzmaster has a very ringy sort of trim system on it. I imagine this
Fender did something like this as well.
Yeah,
didn't
they often on the more affordable ones they'll put a Strat style trim system on.
But I dare say I'll probably take this over that. Well, controversial. Right, so no pedales into the Deputy set. When I get a set, and there's neck pickup. Is that jangly? It's not as jangly.
I think the bulk of that jangly Jazzmaster classic sound comes from the trem system, and so if you remove that and you go for a standard one,
well, we'll have to test that out.
Is it just maybe marginally brighter than a Strat, maybe?
Nice trim system.
Yeah, it is.
Nice arm to hold.
Yeah. I like the fact they've gone with those bigger steel blocks on them.
Middle position. Yeah, that's more jangly. Just notice there's no string tree on here as well.
No, you know why? Because I've got the staggered tuners on here. You got staggered tuners or just normal?
I've got staggered tuners.
That's crazy on an affordable guitar.
They're staggered on there? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. 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 The two first ones are staggered, look. Yeah. They are.
I think they might. Yeah, no, you're right.
They are staggered.
How
do they do it?
They're more staggered on the locking ones.
They are more staggered on the locking ones, but these are staggered. I'm staggered. Here's the bridge. Sounds great, man. Nice balance. Nicely balanced pickups.
It's so good.
Lovely. Honestly, man.
So this is right up against price-wise Squier Classic Vibe. So that's a 3 series in the in the Sire Larry Carlton range is all typically around about the sort of 350 mark.
But we need to shoot them out, man.
Yeah,
that's a shootout
I think
there
we have
between
done
those
some
guitars.
Strat-style shootouts with these. But yeah, so that's your offset J3.
Let's try a bit of gain. It is more stratty that, and I like that. I prefer when a Jazzmaster or J-style guitar is not too jangly, but it's still got the flavour of that jazz flavour.
Of the two sort of famous Fender offsets, Jazzmaster and Jaguar, Jazzmaster has the Strat scale length, so you get the same sort of string tension as a Strat. So I think you get that tight, snappy sound.
Yeah.
And so really, between this and a Strat, you're really just talking about quite a different body shape. So you might prefer that visually, or from a comfort point of view, I think it's got all the kind of contours that a Strat would have. It's just a sort of a different set of proportions. But yeah, it's going to feel very, very similar to plate, just like a marginal difference.
Nice C-shape as well.
Pickups.
I wish they put the same colour thing on the plate, but that's just a little. What do you expect for what? 350? Are they 350?
Yeah. This is definitely a more Bigsby-esque kind of.
You can hear if you do that to the strings behind the bridge,
and that's that
what you can hear.
That you're in. It's not that one, is it? What's my chord?
You're obsessed with Lady Gaga at the moment, aren't you? And then here go, and then go like this. Go like this. The minutes. It's like D7. Yeah, and there you go.
If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know the other day I was trying to do this run. I wanted a G sharp chord before resolving on the minor 11 on the A, and I couldn't work it out what it was. And then Pete said it's a diminished, which it is. So you can play that now. So you can.
And some people might say it's an E7.
Anyway, look, I'm playing intentionally jangly stuff. So here's my, well, spec-wise, let's do this. So we've got an older body, an American older body now on this 5 series. We've got the same neck carve, but we now have an ebony board, 9.5-inch radius, same jumbo kind of frets. It's a nice ebony. We were comparing the two actually. This is not a real like black ebony. It's a dark ebony, similar colour to the rosewood. And the only thing that's really sort of noticeable is the pores in the wood, or on the rosewood are slightly more distinct than they are.
And you
get
a bit more flickering in ebony.
But anyway, so I've got locking staggered tuners, which is great. Staggered, when we talk about them, means that the height of the string of the post above the headstock here is taller on the bottom E string, and then it gradually gets shorter. Yeah. So what you're doing with the shorter tuner at the top here is you're pulling the string, you're forcing the string into a slightly steeper break angle over the nut, which basically removes the need to have that string tree there, which is kind of cool. Helps with tuning. Yeah. I've got again the Larry Carlton JM style pickups here, which we'll hear in a minute, and then I've got this Goldo Sire
I love that tremolo
trem system, which I think I've seen on other guitars, but I can't think where.
On that Marceau guitar that I've got. It's got exactly that on,
So which is a beautiful guitar. So that the actual bridge itself is a proper sort of floating Jazzmaster bridge, and then this bit here. So there's no springs on the back. Everything is contained within here. I think it feels more Bigsby than Jazzmaster tremolo. If you've played a Bigsby guitar, you'll know it's got that real slightly stiffer feel to it.
Take the reverb off, so we can just just so we can hear the.
Actually, I've got a compressor on it as well. I'll take it all off now. It's lovely and smooth. Good tuning.
Can I just say to all the haters of the wood doesn't make any difference? I think also the older body makes a difference. The all over tiny bits from the body to the string.
You know what? It's like many things in life. You're either a believer or you're not.
A Justin believer. And if it's not smooth here, Lee, you just have to give it that hot spit on that thing.
There's loads of different colours on the 5 series. They'll be on screen now. I believe one of the colours in each of these is also available in left-handed. That'll be confirmed on screen now as well. So 5 series, remarkable value, $4.99.
No.
I don't even think. In the Fender range, that is a space. There's almost, you go from like the top end Squire stuff to the basic Player series stuff, and there is a gap really. So there isn't really a £500 Fender or Squire to compare this to.
£500 for an older body with all of that. What?
I know. So let's give you the sound. So neck pickup. Middle pickup. Sorry, middle pickup. Middle position. And then bridge. And if I start to put some pedals on like I had during the jams, this is a little bit of compression and a little bit of the Brown Amplification Carbon, so like a blues breaker. I would use this for any kind of indie, jangly, poppy, rocky. Probably wouldn't necessarily go much sort of crazy heavy with this, although again you could.
There's nothing wrong or right, you know. You can do anything you want with guitars.
I just like all the ambient. I just like all the ambient sort of, you know.
So you're using the Duchess for your amp, right?
Yes, I was going to just let people maybe work that out. So you can see over here. Actually, do you know what? This is.
It's confusing, isn't it?
It's confusing.
It's plugged in.
It's plugged in, right?
Now
I'm not using that amplifier. I am using that cab, but I'm not using that amplifier. The amplifier now is actually built into this big-looking pedal on my board called a Duchess V4. So this is it's a valve preamp, but with a solid state power amp.
Clever.
And then I'm just using it on a board. The delay and reverb is going through the effects loop. All the other pedals are going in the front. And then I don't know whether we're going to use any of the output, but the XLR on the back is a 2 notes speaker emulated output. So I don't have to have the speaker plugged in at all. I can go straight into a desk if I want to. And then there's reverb and tremolo built into this, like there would be on if you bought a Duchess amplifier. And then all the other pedals are just my, you know, normal pedals. Anyway,
so we move on.
That $4.99.
Links below for that.
Crazy. Do any of these come with gig bags or anything like that?
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
But hey, what do you expect for that kind of money?
Yeah. I do love the colours though. Look at that. That's a great looking, cool colour. So let's go
Champagne.
T-style.
Let's go T-style. We got a vintage and a modern here.
Oh, they're so light, man, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, there is a reason for that.
So, as you've probably noticed, these are F-hole guitars. This is part of the 7 series, isn't it? Is that 7 series as well? Okay. I think you've probably seen this, or a guitar very similar looking to this, in the Sire lineup already, but without the F-hole. But that's a new one, I think, isn't it? So I don't think we've seen a P90 loaded.
That is new as well.
No, but what I mean is we've seen
that before with them, yes, but not a thin line style guitar. So this is the modern version. As you can see, with a couple of P90s in it, Sire's own P90s. You got an ashtray.
Love that.
Yeah, with brass saddles, string through body, mahogany back and sides, and swamp ash top. 3 colours in this, all with the rosewood board. Again, same neck as this one here. Staggered locking tuners. Say that quickly. 3-way selector switch and a volume and a tone. I love the way that what they've done with this. It's almost like
Cabronita-ish.
Cabronita. It looks great, man. It does look great. I'm not so keen on the wooden. I would have loved to seen that if I have to be critical, because I can't be critical about anything else.
Well,
you know, cream binding.
That sort of reveal binding is actually, if anything, probably a more expensive technique, and I know what you mean. I think it 100% works on this.
Yeah.
And on that, you probably could have maybe used a cream binding. Or
something. I thought maybe the cream, but hey,
from a distance, to be fair.
From a distance.
I think that looks great.
It's wings as well, doesn't it?
That's the 7 series T. Is it T7, TM7 or T7M?
T7 TM, isn't it? T7V. It's the TM, so T7. T-style, 7 series, T, thin line, M, modern.
Got it.
Slam.
We better hear this then.
We better hear this. Neck pickup, no pedals at all. Wow.
Something's changed?
No, nothing's changed. They're just really high output.
That compared to those, all the same settings?
Yeah.
Wow.
No pedals at all.
That's massively louder. Crikey, that is a hot P90. And a P90, ladies and gentlemen, is strictly speaking still a single coil pickup, although it's always known to be a fatter sounding single coil, but not normally that much variance.
It's just brighter, this one, isn't it?
I suppose it goes to show just how much difference there is between you strumming hard and soft and whatever, but that is definitely a fatter sounding...
It's super fat.
I really like the recessed jack socket as well.
That's how it should be, you know. That's how it should be. It's good. I'm reaching for the tone control. When you play soft, it's definitely... Nice to play again. It's just really lovely.
Great sounding.
Great. I love a P90. I wonder what P90s these are modelled after, because you remember I did the H7 and we stuck a set of the Antiquity series in, and it could be that. God, it's nice, man. Let's just have a little bit of blue side of the protein.
Sounds great.
They're great, man.
Great rock and roll guitar.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is now the T7 TV. So 7 series again. So all the same appointments that are on here. Thin line again. I can't. The weight of these are some of the lightest guitars. This is like an acoustic guitar basically to pick up, isn't it? Weight wise.
I would say this is more. Can I feel yours? Tell me if it doesn't feel like a. Yeah, it's light.
Yeah, really light.
Yeah.
So we've got an older back and sides on this one. Again, it's one piece carved out, and then this beautiful ash top. And again, it's not a veneer. It's a 2 or 3 mil, probably 3 mil thick top that's put on top of the guitar here. And so same top is on that guitar, but it's almost a crime that they've made a solid colour out of that, because you really want to see all that sort of beauty. I've got a traditional or a vintage style pickup set on here, so a very traditional T-style bridge with the pickup in it, and then the lipstick pickup attached to the scratch plate. We didn't mention, I think, we've got these sort of compensated for intonation brass saddles here, so should get all the tone and the zing of a vintage telly, but with slightly better intonation. This model is only available with a maple fretboard, but we still have the locking tuners and the same kind of carve and finish. I do want to, we didn't really talk about this whole edgeless fretboard thing, which is a Sire thing. So any Sire electric guitar that you buy will have their edgeless feature.
Technology.
It's not really technology, is it? It's essentially, typically speaking, when you're CNCing necks, the fretboard meets the side of the neck with quite an angular sort of feeling to it. And then by hand, essentially, where I guess it comes from is that over the years of playing, like, you know, if you played your guitar for 50 years, you'd gradually kind of wear that away. So manufacturers now, modern manufacturers, when they talk about a rolled edge, is they essentially by hand just take that sort of angular feel off each side of the neck. Sire call it their edgeless technology.
It's beautiful, man. The frets and everything on this is just spot on.
It is really nicely done. So let's have a listen to this with no pedals. I'm just going to have to take this one's little plastic stockings off. Yes. very soft sounding. I really. It's really nice and slinky to play. I'm guessing, what are these, 9s, do you think, on here?
I think they're 10s.
Oh, they're 10.
Yeah, let me have a look. Actually, it doesn't say.
Yeah, I'm not. It's hard to know. I think they are 10s.
Yeah. All I know is there I am on their website.
Are you an artist, are you?
No. That's the video we did from in NAMM.
It's hard to know if it's the semi-solid nature that alters the tone a bit, or if it is just the fact that the pickups are maybe wound slightly, sort of, are they like low? Because I'm not getting that kind of like
no, this
bridge
one
thing.
has, right, like big fat.
If I put a little bit of the carbon on. I do like this. What else can we do? I mean, there's only so many tones you can get out of a guitar like this, isn't it?
I'll tell you what you need on that board. You don't have any fuzz.
It's just, I was just trying to see if there's a very, very light lacquer on the front of the fretboard just to give that slightly more vintage. This will only be, by the way, on the maple boards. It won't be on the rosewood ones. No, I mean as in the lacquer. They don't lacquer a rosewood. No. So you've got this satin feel on the back, which again is designed to replicate all of the lacquer coming off of an old neck as you've played it for years. But they've retained it on the front because I think it does just affect very slightly the feel and the tone again of the guitar.
Nice.
Yeah, that is a good guitar.
What's the price on these?
They're all just over 500 quid, aren't they? Which is nuts. I've got a nice, slightly more contemporary contour. No belly cut, which maybe you might see on some. Yeah, I suppose that's the idea. They're more of a traditional vibe, aren't they? But
yeah.
Well done
again, insane.
Sire. So we're going to jam out now. And stay tuned because, like I say, there's all the new Sire guitars that we saw at NAMM 2024 are coming in videos to this channel soon, and they'll all be in stock in Andertons, I think, from August 2024 and onwards. So, yeah, go check them out. Catch you later, guys.